Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Right now at 10, guilty plea. A Wisconsin man has pleaded guilty to a federal assault charge for pepper spraying police officers during the January 6 attack. Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Jeremy Wall. A man was arrested in Trempealeau County on Saturday following separate hit-and-run incidents. Police were dispatched to Welcome Bar in Independence at around 2 a.m. for a hit-and-run. While units responded, other calls came in that the person who allegedly committed the crime returned to the scene and hit a person in the roadway before fleeing again. That's according to a release from the Trempealeau County Sheriff's Office. Callers also told law enforcement that the person came back a third time, this time with a gun. Deputies were able to arrest the man, but they didn't find a gun. 2 people were sent to the hospital to treat injuries. The incident is still under investigation. A Wisconsin man pleaded guilty on Friday to a federal assault charge for pepper spraying police at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. 24-year-old Riley Casper of Pulaski was charged back in March 2022 with counts of assaulting an officer, disorderly conduct, and entering a restricted building with a deadly or dangerous weapon. According to court documents, Casper bragged in a social media message that he, quote, pepper sprayed cops so bad they got undressed and went home. He was also part of a group that broke through a gate and chased police officers down. He will be sentenced in December.
Here's a look at the high temperatures from today. Overall, it was very nice with the high temperatures mostly in the lower 70s. Some areas only stayed in the 60s, but in general, we did see a lot of sunshine, especially as we got later into the day. Now, overnight, it will be pretty chilly, especially just to the northeast of La Crosse with low temperatures in the middle 40s, but La Crosse will see a low closer to 50, but still for the most part, it is going to be a bit chilly, and that will continue into tomorrow morning. On top of the cold weather, we also are going to see some patchy fog, especially in Wisconsin. Areas out in Minnesota and Iowa won't be as bad, but visibility could drop below a mile at times. The good news is that this will get better by the time we get to the afternoon. And speaking of the afternoon, tomorrow it's going to be very nice once again with partly sunny skies, high temperatures in the middle 70s. The further west you go, the cloudier it will be, but for the most part, we're going to be very dry. But we do have a chance of rain late tomorrow into Tuesday, as well as some other chances of rain later in the week. I'll have those details coming up a bit later in the show.
A local distillery is celebrating a milestone. Today, La Crosse Distilling Company celebrated 5 years of business. To commemorate, the distillery released There You See It, its Bluffside apple brandy. It took owner Nick Weber 5 years to first get the distillery up and running. After seeing the trends in breweries and what small organic farmers do, Weber decided to open up one. It's the first distillery in La Crosse. The distillery also has a restaurant, but marketing director Angie Weber says it's the spirit that they make that's kept them successful.
A large part of why we've lasted 5 years is also, it's not just the restaurant tasting room part of our business, it's the distillery. Obviously, people in the La Crosse area come down to the distillery to enjoy food and drinks, but we are celebrating our 5-year anniversary in large part because of our distilling business.
Weber and her husband aren't slowing down. The couple is looking into exporting their spirits. All right, well, besides La Crosse Distilling Company handing out their special apple brandy today, another apple event was the talk of the town right across the river. This weekend was the 75th Apple Fest. The festival might have come to an end today, but not before the King Apple Parade took over La Crescent. It was the last big event of the fest, and it's always a crowd pleaser. One onlooker says watching the parade has become a tradition for her family.
We have lived here for 35 plus years. We come every year. We love the Apple Fest parade. It's very family oriented, which we like.
Brunk added that her favorite part of the parade is watching the little kids run after the candy. If you missed today's parade, don't worry. Oktoberfest kicks off in less than 2 weeks with the Torchlight Parade happening on Thursday, September 28th. Something to definitely look forward to there. Well, tractor trailers, a school bus, even a Zamboni took over the Omni Center parking lot today for Touch a Truck. Since 2021, Onalaska's Parks and Recreation Department has been holding the event. Each year teaches kids what different agencies and companies do every day. It also connects families with different businesses. Onalaska Police, Onalaska Fire and Rescue, and the U.S. Postal Service displayed their vehicles. The event also helps people who are fighting hunger.
We do also collect non-perishable food donations for the Onalaska Food Pantry, which is a great way also to get involved in the community. So we'll be back next September.
Between 1,200 and 1,500 people attended. The Onalaska Parks and Recreation Department hopes to see families again next month at the Halloween Bash. Well, happening tomorrow, celebrating Hispanic history in Wisconsin. From 8 to 10 in the morning, UWL professor Victor Macias Gonzalez will present Wisconsin's Latino past and present. The lecture will cover the history of Latinos in the state and issues they are currently facing. The talk is part of UWL's celebration of National Hispanic Heritage Month, which runs from September 15th to October 15th. The event is free and open to the public. It will be held in the Bluffs Room at UWL's Student Union. Coming up on News 8, the UAW strike continues. The Auto Workers Union is demanding more job security and a raise to cover the cost of living increases.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
Pilgrims in Arcadia is looking to add maintenance technicians and want you to apply. We offer you on-site training in our new state-of-the-art training center, flexibility with 4 different shifts, competitive pay, career advancement, and a hefty benefits program. Here's what our employees have to say.
I would encourage anybody looking for a job in maintenance to come to Pilgrims because we give them the opportunity to train and advance their careers through our program.
If you are looking for a good, stable, reliable job, Pilgrims is the place to work.
Apply in person at our recruiting office, Main Street, Arcadia.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Roughly 13,000 United Auto Workers, comprising less than 10% union, have been on strike since Friday. While it's just a fraction of the union, it comes at a time of major transition in the industry. CBS.
From Avon, Ohio to Wayne, Michigan, 13,000 United Auto Workers members are striking.
I'm here for the long haul. Yep. The long haul. If I have to be out here, rain, sleet, snow, thunderstorm, tornado, striking.
The demands? A 36% raise, in part to cover cost of living increases and to unwind concessions made during the Great Recession.
Most of us can't even afford the vehicles that we're building.
And as the industry shifts towards electric vehicles, workers want a bigger role in the manufacturing and more job security. Union President Sean Fain says the auto executives are out of touch with their blue-collar workers.
Labor costs are about 5% of the cost of the vehicle. They could double our wages and not raise the price of the vehicles and still make billions in profits. It's a choice.
The counteroffer from Ford, GM, and Stellantis, the parent company of Jeep and Chrysler, are about half of what the union wants.
It's a record from a gross wage increase perspective in our 115-year history.
GM CEO Mary Barra who made nearly $29 million last year, says they can't afford the union's demands.
For the life of the contract, the initial demands were over $100 billion.
President Biden sent a team to Detroit to help negotiations. He said last week the automakers should share their record profits. Skyler Henry, CBS News, the White House.
The union says talks with Ford on Saturday were productive. Pain at the pump isn't going anywhere. The White House has decided to not intervene as gas prices continue to rise. Senior aides met several times this week to discuss policy options before deciding against any action. But officials say the Biden administration will continue to watch trends to see if prices come down now that the peak summer travel season is over. While usage might be dropping, supply isn't expected to increase after Saudi Arabia extended production cuts through the end of the year. Experts predict prices will continue to rise in the fourth quarter. Coming up on News 8, the American Red Cross is facing a national blood shortage. They say climate-driven disasters are to blame.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
Never been invited to a Southern fish fry? That's okay. Get Arby's $5 Hush Puppy breaded fish basket and fries. Because Arby's would never not invite you to Arby's. Arby's, we have the meat.
It's the Bobby Bones Show. Wake up to friends every single morning. Amy is honest.
You train like you're a professional athlete.
You never know when I'm going to get the call into the big leagues.
Yeah, but how old are you?
Bobby and I are such good friends that if I need to check him, I'm not scared to do it.
Garth Brooks, #1.
I disagree. It's George Strait.
It's just a lot of fun every single morning.
Yes, we have amazing chemistry together.
I agree with that 100%. Come hang with us. Join me, Bobby Bones, every weekday morning starting at 6 on Kicks 106.3.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Come shop at Black River Furniture and Cabin Outlet. 3 showrooms with over 50,000 square feet of home and cabin furniture. Recliners and lift chairs, mattresses, dining room, sectional sofas and love seats. Our cabin furniture features made in the USA Amish rustic furniture with an up north feel, all handcrafted with real wood. Great prices with affordable delivery or take it home today. Family and veteran owned, over 25 years in business. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
When migraine strikes, are the trade-offs of treating worth it? Ubrelvy is another option. It quickly stops migraine in its tracks. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Ask about Ubrelvy.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
The Board Store, the best products, best prices, and best people for all home improvements. Contact us today for a prompt free estimate.
Americans are getting older. About 1 in 6 Americans are 65 or older. And as they reach retirement age and beyond, they may not have the financial means to keep themselves healthy. The Department of Health and Human Services estimates 56% of people turning 65 will need some sort of long-term care. That could include help with standing or walking, eating, and showering. It could also involve physical and speech therapy. Despite those potential challenges, reports show only 7.5 million people have long-term care insurance. For many, the cost is prohibitive. A recent analysis shows the annual premium for a 65-year-old ranges between $1,700 and $7,200 per year. 1 in 4 people may undo the benefits of a healthy diet because they eat bad snacks. That's according to a study published Thursday in the European Journal of Nutrition. Researchers analyzed the snacking habits of 854 people. Over 25% of the participants reported eating healthy main meals and snacking on highly processed food and sugary treats. Eating those types of snacks was linked to higher BMIs and other weight-related issues, which increased the risk for stroke, heart disease, and obesity. But not all snacking is unhealthy. Participants who frequently ate nuts, fresh fruit, and other high-quality snacks were more likely to have a healthy weight compared with non-snackers or those who chose unhealthy foods. The American Red Cross is asking Americans to roll up their sleeves. The nonprofit organization that provides about 40% of U.S. blood and blood components to hospitals is facing a shortage. The Red Cross says distribution to hospitals and medical centers is now far outpacing donations being made. Supply levels fell nearly 25% since early August because of a drop in donations and back-to-back months of climate-driven disasters. Emergency supplies of donated blood are described as critically low. The Red Cross needs to collect about 12,500 donations each day to meet patients' needs.
Here are the 3 things you need to know to get you ready for the work week. We are going to see some patchy fog tonight. This will continue into Monday morning, so it may impact the Monday morning commute. And then temperatures are going to warm up pretty warm for the later portion of the week, with highs right around 80 degrees, and we also have a good chance of rain as we head into next weekend. We also have some small chances of rain before that. So looking at future track, we're going to be very dry for tomorrow. The first chance of rain will come late tomorrow, kind of in the form of showers, maybe a few storms, but we'll overall not expect to see a ton of rainfall. The heaviest rain will occur later into the night and early Tuesday, and will also occur to the south of La Crosse. Areas north may not even see any rain at all, and for the most part this will dry out of the area by the time we get to the daytime on Tuesday. And then for much of Tuesday we're going to see dry conditions, maybe a few clouds and maybe a few pop-up showers throughout the day Tuesday and Wednesday. But for the most part, after tomorrow night we aren't going to see a ton of rain for the rest of the work week, but we do have a chance of rain over the weekend. Now I'm not going to show it on Futurecast because the forecast right now could definitely change. You know, it's still several days out, but the threat of rain will be there nonetheless. Now here's a look at the temperature forecast. Lows tonight will drop into the 40s for a lot of the area, so it will be pretty chilly at times. But the good news is that by tomorrow afternoon, we are looking very nice with highs in the mid-70s. Areas to the north and east may stay in the 60s, but in general, we're looking very nice for tomorrow. And for the most part, we're looking pretty nice and if not warm as we head towards the middle of the week. Now, when we start to see above average temperatures this time of year, we're talking 80s rather than 90s. So we're not going to see hot temperatures, but it will warm up as we head towards the middle of the week. And it's not just La Crosse, all of the Great Lakes region, especially Wisconsin, will see those above average temperatures. Now, as far as precipitation goes, as I mentioned, we are expected to see more rain as we head into the weekend, but it does look like the heaviest rain will stay to the west of La Crosse near the Dakotas and the Great Plains, but some rain across our area is expected nonetheless. So let's recap over the next couple of days. Tomorrow, not much going on with the exception of a slight chance of some storms later in the day. Also want to mention once again, we are going to see some fog earlier in the day, and then we have a chance of rain early Tuesday, but for the most part, we are going to be pretty dry Tuesday afternoon. Very small chance of a storm Wednesday, but probably not going to see a whole lot of rain. Dry Tuesday, dry Thursday, dry Friday with a slight chance of storms later in the day. And then the weekend is the best chance of rain. Right now it is looking like we're going to see mostly showers. Some storms are definitely possible, but it looks like for La Crosse, we'll only expect to see some lighter rain. And then after the rain moves through, we are going to see the temperatures drop into the 60s, but before that, they will rise into the 80s, possibly mid-80s by the time we get to Wednesday. That day could be pretty warm, especially given the fact that we're going to see a lot of sunshine. So warm temperatures, a few chances of rain on and off, but overall not enough rain to completely wash out any plans any given day. And then after the rain, we'll see the temperatures back into fall.
And now it's time to announce the chosen Picturing Our Community photo for the week. This week's winner is Lisa Morgan of Onalaska with a picture of a fountain at sunset right by the Mississippi River. Every week we pick a photo to be shared in a gallery on our website at news8000.com and socially on our News 8 Now Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram. If you'd like to participate, just head to news8000.com, click on Submit Photos and Videos under the Home tab, then click on Picturing Our Community, enter your photo. A new winner will be chosen every Friday, announced Sunday night, and then showcased online Monday morning. All right, coming up in sports, Packer football is back for week 2. Green Bay traveled to Atlanta and got off to a good start. But was it enough? Kate has the highlights after the break.
Dear sharp curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
Stop into Leibachens for the sweetest deal in September. You asked for it, so we extended it. Hot August is now Sweet September. $10 pays for 2 weeks on any item in the store. Rent a gaming system, living room group, a TV for the big game, or get back to school with a new computer. $10 pays for 2 weeks during the month of September. Do not miss this event. Hurry in for the best deal this September with the Sweet September ticket from Leibachens Rent to Own.
You want when you want it. Leibachens Rent to Own.
Here in La Crosse County, we at Maxwell White understand the importance of home comfort, which is why we've been serving our community with the best in plumbing and bathroom remodeling services for nearly 30 years. We pride ourselves on making each and every one of our customers feel safe, comfortable, and happy in their homes. So remember, when it comes to your home's plumbing needs, Maxwell White strives to provide our customers with a positive experience every time. Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Holiday Inn Express in Onalaska is your corporate headquarters for all business or personal travel in the Coulee region. Conveniently located within walking distance of 6 restaurants, retail locations, and 3 grocery stores. We are at the hub of your corporate visit. With hot breakfast served daily, meeting rooms for corporate presentations, and a state-of-the-art workout facility. We have everything you need for your next business trip.
Dear 2030, can't wait to see you. With our 160-point inspection, the best new cars make the best used cars. It's a date, Toyota. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
We're on to week 2 of the NFL season. Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers came into today's game with no Christian Watson, no Aaron Jones, and no David Bakhtiari. So a little uphill battle on the road. Let's go to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Packers taking on the Falcons. Slow start for the Green Bay offense. 3rd drive of the game, 3rd and 1. Love finds the rookie tight end Luke Musgrave. He's got the first down and more later in the drive. Love with the shuffle pass to Jaden Reed. Reed has the corner. He's going to find the end zone for the touchdown. The rookies coming up big for the Green Bay offense. Second half now. Love, play action, has some time, and he's going to go to Dontavian Wicks, who breaks a tackle. Nobody's going to catch him. Another touchdown from a Green Bay rookie. Packs go up 8. Then after a Falcon field goal, Love finds Reed wide open. He's going to score for the 2nd time today. Packers up 12. But things would fall apart. Falcons on 4th down, and Desmond Ridder keeps it himself for the score. It's a 5-point game. How does the Green Bay offense respond? Love to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Packers go 3 and out. Falcons knock down the 39-yard field goal. It's now just a 2-point game. Next, Packers drive, 3rd and 1. Dillon stuffed at the line. Green Bay punts again. Actually, they missed 4th and inches, just barely. 2 minutes to go, 4th and inches for the Falcons. Bijan Robinson picks up the first down. With under a minute to go, they kick the go-ahead field goal. Packers now trail. One last chance, 4th and 10. Love connecting with Torrey. At least they thought it was a connection. After a booth review, it's ruled incomplete. Falcons win 25-24. Packers offense was just bad in the 4th quarter.
I think it just comes down to execution and being better in the 4th quarter and being able to play a full game. And I think we didn't execute well enough in the 4th quarter. Weren't able to move the ball and convert 3rd down, so that's really what hurt us.
Obviously very disappointed that when you have a 12-point lead in the 2nd half and you don't make the plays and don't play complementary football, and then when you have mistakes, all those get magnified.
Love finishes the day just 14 for 25 for 151 yards. Let's cut him some slack. He was without Christian Watson for the second straight week and arguably their best offensive weapon in Aaron Jones. So hopefully when those two guys come back, we can see what the Packers offense looks like at full strength. Packers are at home next week against the Saints. How about some baseball? The Brewers, they're at home going for the sweep up against the Washington Nationals. Brandon Woodruff on the mound, and a great day for him. Well, besides for this, second inning, nobody on, and Luis Garcia sends the ball deep, a solo shot to center field. Washington takes the lead. Later in the game, with a man on in the sixth inning, Carlos Santana, he sends one deep to right field. Mark Canha, he's going to tag up from third. This game is tied on the sacrifice fly. We're going to extra innings. Washington took the lead in the 11th. Milwaukee with a chance to tie, but Rowdy Tellez grounds to first, and then Contreras, he gets caught in no man's land. The double play ends it 2-1 Nationals. And with that, the Cubs, they can gain some ground in the division if they can get a win against the Diamondbacks. Down 3 in the second inning, and Mike Tauchman singles up the middle. Dansby Swanson comes around to score. Cubs cut the lead to 2. But with a man on, Marte is going to add 2 more for Arizona, a 2-run home run to right. 6-2 the final, and the Cubs get swept. Wow. Twins looking for a series win against the White Sox. 5th inning, scoreless game, but in steps Edward Julian, and with 2 runners on, he's going to take a trip around the bases. A 3-run home run. Twins on top. 8th inning, Minnesota looking to add some insurance, and they're going to get some in the name of Jorge Polanco. He sends one deep to right. That's a solo home run. Twins add to the lead as they would go on to win 4-0. How about some college volleyball? Number 1 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, on the road against the number 3 team, Florida Gators. Florida took set 1, and then in set 2 on set point, Carter Booth stuffed at the net by the Gator defense. Florida takes set 2 as well. But here come the Badgers. First set point of the day for Wisconsin, and Anna Smrek on the outside, picture perfect spot. Badgers coming back. Set 4. Set point again for Wisconsin. Smrek stuffed at the net, but stays with it, gets the kill. We're even at 2. Set 5. And keep your eye on Smrek. She's going to go sky high. Nobody's going to stop that one. Badgers get the match point, and they complete the comeback and show why they're the best team in the country. 3-2 over Florida. We'll have more NFL coverage tomorrow, but that's all I've got for tonight. We'll be right back.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are fresh Hy-Vee chicken breast, just $1.88 a pound. Jack's Pizza, just $2.77. And Hy-Vee chili style or kidney beans, 2 for just 98 cents. Only at Hy-Vee.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $750 cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Pilgrims in Arcadia is looking to add maintenance technicians and want you to apply. We offer you on-site training in our new state-of-the-art training center, flexibility with 4 different shifts, competitive pay, career advancement, and a hefty benefits program. Here's what our employees have to say.
I would encourage anybody looking for a job in maintenance to come to Pilgrims because we give them the opportunity to train and advance their careers through our program.
If you are looking for a good, stable, reliable job, Pilgrims is the place to work.
Apply in person at our recruiting office, Main Street, Arcadia.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
It's time for Jolivet Family Farms Fall Harvest. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Stop by today for some of Jolivet's homegrown raspberries, squash, crowd cabbage, popcorn, and large selection of apples. Hardy Mums are now in bloom and available at Jolivet's. Find distinctive crafts and decor, Wisconsin wines, take home some apple crisp, apple pies, caramel apples, and apple cider donuts from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are 6-pack Pepsi products, just $2.99 each when you buy 4. Cheez-It crackers, just $2.48. And Colorado peaches, just $1.88 a pound. Only at Hy-Vee.
Finally tonight, 2 beekeepers in Milwaukee say a cemetery is the ideal location to keep bees.
189 acres and trees more than 100 years old.
Their roots are deeper. It has a different flavor of honey.
For Charlie and Chad, Forest Home Cemetery is the perfect place to keep bees.
People are dying to get this honey.
The Silent City honey is sold at and benefits the not-for-profit cemetery. But the honey money was never the point.
The neat thing about honeybees in a situation like this is we can use it as a way to promote the good things that we're doing here.
That's where aesthetics coordinator, aka bee feeder Molly Barwick, comes in.
We are really trying to spread the word of eco-friendly. We're trying to be more eco-friendly ourselves.
They started by replacing annual flowers with perennials to attract even more pollinators, and change is already in the air.
And I've seen more monarchs this year than I have in my entire career here.
And it turns out you can learn a lot about living.
It's nature the way it's meant to be.
From insects with a lifespan measured in weeks.
The bees teach us about a symbiotic behavior, and life and death are kind of all part of the cycle.
According to the Center for Biological Diversity, 40% of bee species in the world are vulnerable to extinction, due in part because of human-driven climate change. So while the honey may be all the buzz,
and beekeeping is great, but I don't think it's the answer.
The better thing to do, they say, is plant native gardens like at the cemetery, or take part in No Mow May.
Enjoy life a little bit and then get around to cutting the lawn, and you'll be a far better savior of the bees than if you became a beekeeper, a honey beekeeper.
I mean, you say savior of the bees, but it's sort of savior of all of us, right?
Right.
Yeah, because what do the bees do?
No bees, no food.
No bees, no life.
So maybe it's more accurate to say the Forest Home bees are making honey to live for.
We'll be right back.
For over 30 years, Habitat for Humanity of the Greater La Crosse region has brought people together to provide affordable housing opportunities and create a community where all feel they belong. Our Team Habitat experts can help find a path to home ownership, build homes, make critical repairs, renew the environment, and reuse furniture, building materials, and more at the Restore. Find out what Team Habitat can do for you. Visit habitatlacrosse.org.
Come shop at Black River Furniture and Cabin Outlet. 3 showrooms with over 50,000 square feet of home and cabin furniture. Recliners and lift chairs, mattresses, dining room, sectional sofas, and love seats. Our cabin furniture features made in the USA Amish rustic furniture with an up-north feel, all handcrafted with real wood. Great prices with affordable delivery, or take it home today. Family and veteran owned, over 25 years in business. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners get $4,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado with the Turbo Max engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Hi folks, Harvey Wood of Wood Sales and Service here. As one of Wisconsin's largest Cub Cadet dealers, Wood Sales and Service is celebrating with discounts up to $1,000 on select Cub Cadet models. Cub Cadet lawnmowers, snowblowers, commercial equipment, and UTVs. We offer the best selection and service in the area with 0% 48-month financing or cash discounts. Experience the Wood Sales advantage of service before and after the sale. Wood Sales and Service, Black River Falls. Family owned and operated for 55 years. WoodSalesService.com.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Here's one final look at your forecast. Pretty nice tomorrow, and then a slight chance of rain later in the day, especially areas to the south of La Crosse. And then temperatures are going to warm up for the middle of the week with highs in the 80s before a chance of rain over the weekend. And then the rain will cool things off for next week with high temperatures back in the lower 70s and upper 60s.
And thank you for watching this edition of News 8 Now this weekend. Good night, everyone.